Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm here to speak about spirituality and leadership. Thank you. Usually, we think about leadership as one leader at the helm. Today, I'm talking about a new kind of leadership where each and every one of us is a leader and the universe is at the helm. Spiritual leadership begins to question our view of humanity. We've become fixed or fixated on the material, physical plane. And that is not the whole truth about us humans. I'm offering a new place to look from. It'll leave you with more questions than you started with, at the helm of your life, traveling into the unknown. So hold on to your hats. We're about to go on a journey. Take a moment, get yourself settled, and we'll begin. We're traveling to 3 lands. The first land is called It Starts With Me land. Paradoxically, the second land is called It's Not About Me land. And worryingly, the third land is called It's Bigger Than Me land. For any journey, you need a map, and this journey is no exception. And we have a map of words. It's been gifted us by the Spanish poet Antonio Machado. It's called There Is No Road. So you can read along with me. Traveler, your footprints are the only road. Nothing else. Traveler, there is no road. You make your own path as you walk. As you walk, you make your own road. And when you look back, you see the path you will never travel again. Traveler, there is no road, only a ship's wake on the sea. Now, imagine you are not real, and you can create yourself in any way you want. Imagine you can accomplish your wildest dreams. A sign from God. And imagine you are without limits. It sounds pretty out of this world, huh? But by the time we get to the end of our journey, it won't seem so outlandish. So like all great journeys, we're going to begin at the beginning. Let's go. Here we are, setting out across It Starts With Me land. And one of the first questions that arises and has arisen for human beings since the start of time is, who am I, really? I'm going to give you a possible new perspective. Perhaps you are cells and matter, sounds and smells, perceptions and labels, awarenesses, thoughts and ideas. And all of these are constantly changing. Maybe we're ephemeral, temporary time travelers from fetus to corpse and everything in between. So let's take the case. You're not fixed. Then who are you, really? Imagine watching a movie of your life, a day in the life of you. From waking to sleeping, hearing everything that you hear, saying everything that you say, thinking everything you think, doing everything you do. Now, rewind and press repeat. There you have it, your life in glorious Technicolor. Who we are is made up. Made up and unexamined. Made up of what we hear, think, see, feel, and do. Blink and you'll miss it. It is so simple. Or we could put it another way. It's all illusory. It's not your life. You are life. That's your first treasure. You're all made up, and it's not your life. You are life. Now, let's have a drink of water, and then we're going to scramble down a rocky bank. Into, it's not about me, land. And we have a tiny scrap of a map here, bequeathed by the Persian poet Hafiz, and it's called The Sun Never Says. Even after all this time, the sun never says to the earth, "You owe me." Look what happens with a love like that. It lights up the whole sky. So here we are with our little map, caught in the swamplands of, it's not about me land, of arrogance and self-pity, of everything that should never have happened, everything that isn't fair, of individuality, separation and suffering, of being disappointed in reality, outraged that the world doesn't conform to my view of how it should look. So how are we going to get through these filthy swamplands? Let's look through the lens of fast food. So who here has ordered a takeaway pizza ever? Had it delivered to your home? Great, thank you. You'll have to imagine for those of you who haven't. So let's trace its origins. How does it get there? We pick up the phone, dial, give our order, make a payment, and then the pizza gets out of the oven, into the box, to the delivery driver picks it out, puts it in his car, drives it round to our house. Then they open the car, get out, find our door, ring the bell, ding! We open the door and there's the pizza delivery driver standing there. So how on earth did that happen? Well, firstly, it took a restaurant, then it took a cook, then it took somebody making the pizza and cooking the pizza. Also, it took a farmer growing the tomatoes to make the tomato sauce, and the cows grazing the green grass under the blue sky as the sun shone down to produce the milk that made the cheese to go on our pizza. It took roads and trucks and telephones and factories and soil and earth and plants and many more things besides. So we can answer our door, bing, and find the delivery driver there with our pizza, hand it to us in a cardboard box made out of trees. So we bring the pizza in, tear a piece off, and start eating. It's easy. What did it take us? Make a call, give the order, make a payment. Can you begin to see what an incredibly complex process it is to receive a pizza? What a gift! Now, let's look at what it's like when it is all about me. How come it took so long? They said 40 minutes and it's 50 minutes. It's not even hot. It should be hotter than this. They put red peppers on. I didn't ask for red peppers. Now I've got to pick the peppers off. We might even be so upset that we phone the restaurant and complain. When's the last time any of us called a restaurant and said, "Hey, I'm phoning to say thanks for that wonderful, tasty pizza"? Even when our pizza is exactly the way we like it, the right temperature, the right fillings, everything perfect, we barely notice it. We are so busy watching our film or chatting or reading, we don't even taste it. This gives us a teeny tiny glimpse into the degree to which it's all about us. But don't despair. One ticket out of the swamplands is being profoundly, wildly, and unutterably grateful. Listen up. Your wildest dreams are available here. Your treasure in "it's not about me" land, or alternatively, "it's all about me" land, is a deft shift from "what can I get" to "what can I contribute." Quick, let's get out of here while the door's ajar. Wow, this is amazing. Here we are in "it's bigger than me" land. This land is spoken in words like God or the universe. By the way, the words are interchangeable. You don't have to believe in God to believe in the universe. "It's bigger than me" land is magical. We're present to the unfathomable mystery of life. Say, like when we see a raindrop suspended in a spider's web in sunlight. Or the miracle of an acorn or a sunflower seed growing into an oak tree, or a sunflower emerging from that tiny seed into life. And we didn't do anything. In this magical realm, we can create intentions, have no idea how to fulfill them, and hand them over to the universe or God. And somehow, the universe hears and acts, almost never in the way we imagined, and in some mysterious way, for the greatest good of all, even if it seems impossible to us that that's the case. So, we've had a whistle-stop tour through these 3 lands, and there's treasure in each. In the first land, in "it starts with me" land, you saw you are made up. And it's not your life, you are life. In "it's not about me" land, we discovered your access to accomplishing your wildest dreams is being profoundly grateful and making that shift from "what can I get" to "what can I give." And in "it's bigger than me" land, we discovered there is a power way bigger than us. In handing over, you can relax a bit, knowing we don't have to hold on so tight and try to control all of life. We can let the universe do what it does. Spiritual leadership is a way of leading that allows for each person's unique thread, the unique thread of all our journeys, within all of the cloth. I'd like to end with a line from a poem by an unknown poet. Maybe it was you. It touches me deeply. Here it is. "My life is like a book of candles. each page read in the light of its own burning. Thank you for your listening. The divine in me bows to the divine in each of you. Thank you.